4 years ago, I typed Australia's most spectacular hikes in Google. This image took my breath away. I had no idea where it was. I just knew I had to get there. We'd only been doing day hikes around Sydney for a month. My partner didn't know it yet, but I was about to spend the next 4 years secretly training him for this moment.
Yeah. Day 3. Headed to high bore. 30 people.
Why? Because that picture belonged to the Western Arthur's Traverse, Australia's toughest official trail. Across 7 days and almost 61 kilometres, with a total elevation of 6,686 metres in alpine climate through rocky and muddy terrain, this was the ultimate adventure. And once David had a taste of the daring Tasmanian wilderness, he could not resist the temptation either. A journey to the Arthur's Traverse was like a journey to heaven, but the magnificent views came with high risks.
Constant light spray, drizzle,
The
all
bumps
day.
never ended.
Only about 500 people complete the traverse and PLB calls happen regularly. 12 rescues in a month is not unusual. So, be warned. This trail is for experienced rock scramblers with a passion for hiking through remote lands.
Let's go!
Go.
Hey guys, we parked at the Huon campground to start the Western Arthur's Traverse, so this is technically our day 1. This is the registration area. This is also the start of the Port Davey track, so we're heading towards the Junction Creek for day 1.
We're about 20 minutes in. Just crossed our first fallen tree, probably the first of many. Very nice start to the Port Davey track. Western Arthur's circuit here. It's very easy going. I'm sure it'll get harder.
We're about an hour 15 in, probably done about 3 to 4 kilometers. Just showing the track conditions. This is what people mean by it's muddy. I mean, we're on a pretty good day because it's been dry and it hasn't really rained a lot, but you can kind of see that there is water on the ground. So we'll move through here carefully.
Alrighty, just arrived at Junction Creek. See what it's like. Doe's going to cross first. Pretty low water conditions, pretty easy just to splash across. Campsite's just on the other side. We'll be able to see it shortly.
We had a bit of a discussion about if we should continue on or not. In the end, we decided that we should. So we are going to attempt the second day today as well and get to the next campsite. This is a turn off for the Port Davey track. So we're going to say goodbye and continue this way to Alpha Moraine.
I believe Alpha Moraine, we're going to go straight up the side of there.
Yeah.
We're going to kind of get to the top and then take a left, move back along the ridge.
It's been kind of like rocky, dryish with some water on the ground. It's been climbing up all of second day so far, most of second day. I'll get out of your way, David.
Still on the first day, thank you.
First day for us. And this is where we're heading. Hey guys, we arrived to the top. This is the view. I don't know how long we've been hiking. We've just been climbing up and up. And
yeah, it was pretty reasonable. At the end, it's very much kind of getting more rock scrambling, pretty steep. But
yeah.
Initial 3/4 or so was, pretty reasonable.
we have arrived to the campground at 7:30. It took half an hour to set up the tent. We had this really cool setup where we hung our food up so rats don't get in. It's very chilly right now. This is where we're cooking. These are our food. and this is our tent. There's nobody in this campground. This trail is always walked, but no one seems to be coming to the campground. That's just something to keep in mind. I feel like a lot of people just make a booking, but they actually don't follow through. What a beautiful morning. It is day 2 of hiking for us. 6:15 a.m. and that's our beautiful lake. It is a little windy. We had a good night. It wasn't too cold. We had one rat who came in to inspect but went away, so I suspect it was the smell of the peppermint that scared off and away. Hey, it's 9:05. We are about to start our hike. Absolutely gorgeous. This is Fantasyland. We're curving around a mountain on rocks. That's our view. Trail conditions, steep descent, loose rocks, dodge. We're not using our hiking poles anymore. It's actually quite steep, but I can't fully show it. This is our way down. And then we are going to climb back up. Okay, having some lunch. We are in between Lake Square over there and Lake Ceres over there. We got lost, so we don't know where to go. But we do know that we gotta go up this way. So in the meanwhile, we decided to take a lunch break. Hey, we didn't get lost in the end. We found a way out of Lake Square. It's a very narrow and steep climb with lots of loose rocks, but it wasn't that hard. It was okay. We had to go through like a little creek that wasn't too obvious, but in retrospect they had some like wooden sticks up, so we could have just followed those.
Yeah, they wasn't quite certain if they were trail markers to say don't go here or go here. I think just in the over winters often the markers break off, so it's just left with like a wooden stick. But yeah, I mean in the end it was pretty clear. The campsite down there.
Very close.
Take a few photos here and a bit of a drop down actually.
It's going to be really steep.
Probably I don't know, maybe another half an hour going down there. Interesting. I'm just wondering if it's easy to go around there, babe.
I think it is easier if you go down that way. It's been a very technical day, to be careful, but it wasn't too hard. Like, I'm not very tired. My muscles are okay. It was just very technical. There was a lot of planning going on. Where do you put your foot? Where do you put your hand? What do you do if you're hiking poles?
You can grab a hold of this. This is nice and solid. Okay, that might be tough for you. This one here, I think you can hold on to this.
That's fine. Coming.
Yeah, we just finished probably the hardest bit of the descent into Lake Oberon. Back up there. Yeah, it took us a little bit by surprise, but I have heard a few people mention it before. But yeah, pretty sheer vertical descent. Probably the first genuinely dangerous spot on the trail, I'd say, where if you slip coming down there and take a tumble, I don't think you're walking out. I think best case scenario is you get airlifted out. So now we're on a nice little boardwalk. I guess maybe 20 minutes to Lake Oberon campsite. Gonna set up camp there. I have no real hurry today, so maybe we'll go down there and have a dip.
We're in the tent. David's gone to wash our dinner plates. Oh, watch out for the rats. David was still eating his dinner. He turned around and saw this big rat, and they looked at each other and the rat just grabbed the packet. And David pulled and tried to scare the rat away, and he got a piece of the plastic of our food and ran off with it. So we saved our food, but you can't even eat your food in peace around here, so. Hey guys, it is day 3 on the trail. I was so nervous last night. It started raining. It was pouring rain. It was storming. And I woke up and I was really nervous. I was like, I don't know how we're gonna do this. And it's so cold. It's really cold. Anyway, we got up. We checked the sky. It's very cloudy, but it's not raining anymore. It's about almost 7 now. We're packing up. I don't know, we're gonna try. It is 8:10. We're at Lake Oberon, about to leave. You can see it's cloud cover, so visibility is poor. It's sprinkling a little bit. I think we're crazy. My fingers are frozen.
Coming out of Lake Oberon, there was a pretty nasty rock scramble. It took us a while to get up. We had to, in the end, pack haul Doa's bag up. I went up without pack hauling, which was quite dangerous, shouldn't have done it. Ropes really recommended for that section. 10 meters absolute minimum. We should have bought about 15 meters, really.
Once I knew I wasn't gonna die, we took a selfie.
There was one wrong turn, which, I looked at and I was like, if we have to go up there, we're going back. But fortunately, we just had to retrace our steps, maybe 15 meters, and then there was a rock cane showing us up.
Parts what felt dangerous. I was scared on some parts.
There were at least 3 or 4 spots today where one slip and, you're either dead or broken bones, definitely.
And then after that, it's just been a lot of hard uphill technical climbing.
Lots of hands.
Yeah,
feet,
we put
knees.
away the poles. A few kind of ledges and stuff we have had to go along.
Hey guys, Western Arthurs. I completely blanked out. We've been scrambling all day.
It feels like maybe we've been about 2 hours in. We're now, if you pan out, Doll, we're now, I believe, and I may be wrong once we get up there, I believe we're now at the hole in the rock where we'll have to take off our packs and crawl through. Hey guys, just came through the hole in the rock, I think on Mount Pegasus. Kind of see, we couldn't really get any good shots, we can kind of see the scenario, like that's kind of the hole. You gotta basically bring your bags up and then pass your bags through one by one and then come out yourself. So
pretty claustrophobic.
There's the young lady.
That was probably more awkward and annoying and frustrating than hard.
So just catching our breath here and then going to head back up that way. So going pretty well actually.
Very windy and very cold, and it's raining on us. We're stopping for about 15 minutes before we head towards Mount Capricorn. And this is David eating.
Yeah, it's pretty tough going, but it's doable. I think we've got the hard parts of the trail. We're about halfway on day 3. Headed to Highmore. There are a few people can even put off.
4 hours, 30 minutes of hiking. We got another of that to go.
We're just circling Lake Uranus, came down, that's Mount Pegasus, came down that path there along. Once we get over this little mountain here, don't know what it's called, we're onto Mount Capricorn.
The whole day was, just one hard climb and hard descent after another. Like, I thought maybe, some of our technical mountaineering skills, we could have been stronger there.
Climbing down Mount Capricorn, Hello Capricorn. Headed, I think it's to Mount Columbus. I need to change my map, I'm not quite certain of the name. But headed to Highmore. Final part of the day, we just lowered our bags down because we had to come through a little kind of rock chute that was a little bit dodgy. Well, that's not the best technique, David. Don't copy me at home here. The descending technique isn't what I would call stellar.
Great. Okay, hiking poles are next to you. That's our rope. This is the bag. I got my backpack on. And this is the way that we're going, and this is our trail. Hey guys, we just descended Mount Capricorn. Came down through there. It was really steep and we slid on our asses most of the time. But it was mostly soily, so it was, I don't know, some cushion on the ass.
Yeah. Quickly down there, the far lake, that is Lake Miranda. But yeah, Mount Capricorn, tired young lady for happy young lady. Hardest part of this day is over, I think.
Yeah.
Now I think we're climbing up towards Highmore, so you kind of got to get up here.
Yeah.
And then, go across a ridge.
Looks like we've got a better trail.
Yeah. So we're going to get our hiking poles again. We've had them away for the last couple of hours. Last 3 hours has been, it's 3:30 p.m. Last 3 hours has been, I would say it's tough, but doable. Yeah.
Yeah.
On the map, Highmore here, it looked pretty close, but I will say it just dragged on and dragged on. And we got here in the end. This is super exposed, this campsite. I can see why people say not a good spot to shelter for multiple days if the weather sets in. There's nowhere really to hang a guideline to hang like food bags, like dry bags. So I've got them hanging from the tree and hopefully they'll be all right. Like it's cold up here. Hopefully any rats will, be sensible and migrate to lower lower pastures.
We arrived to Highmore Campground at about 5:40 p.m. Fun fact, John Chapman says that this will take between 5 to 7 hours. So
Lol.
I don't think that's possible.
Maybe if you're, I don't know, if you're John Chapman, you know, Tasmanian mountain goat or something, you take what, 5 hours on today's, but yeah.
I'm pretty short, so I ended up just crawling around half of the time. I feel like I was on hands and knees a lot.
I'm
Like,
6'1", and like for me stepping down, it's like I've just got much more reach. So
yeah. No, it makes a difference. My knees are covered in bruises at the moment.
Hey guys. Alrighty, so we're still at Highmore. We've decided to take a little bit of an enforced, I'd say, injury rest day. We're nicely huddled up inside the tent. Oh yes, I mean, you can show the wrist. We've got it strapped up a little bit, but yesterday basically just a lot of kind of pushing up on rocks and, you know, bending the right wrist back means that it's quite sore today. It's a little bit exposed. It's not an ideal place to have a rest day. You can see the tent flapping about. It's just a windy, exposed campground. Like, the platforms are really nice. Like, they're quite new. There's a decent water source here. Tonight, we are at elevation and there is wind, so it will be cold.
Morning, Highmore Campground. Very cold. It's rained on and off all night. My wrist is injured. We're gonna tape my wrist just so I can push on today. We do want to push on today because the weather is looking really dodgy, so we don't want to be stuck here if it gets any worse. It's so cold that our food is frozen. It's just all stuck together.
Hey guys, day 5 on the trail. We are just 5 minutes away from the campsite. We climbed up a little narrow trail on the rocks and we're heading towards this way today.
A weather forecast we got off our friends back at the campsite. It's about 7:45, 7:50 now, and rain's coming at 3, but beyond that it's, you know, just cloud cover. So you can see there's not much views to be had around here, unfortunately.
It's like you're descending from the clouds. And we're going down this way.
We made what could have been a pretty critical error. Noah had a fall off, a rock descent and landed on her bag. Could have been very, very bad because where she landed, it wasn't that large, and then there was a much steeper drop afterwards. But a culmination of mistakes led to that. Number 1, we actually took a wrong turn off. Number 2, I wasn't leading. Number 3, on Noah deciding to go around this rock outcrop, which was quite narrow.
Don't trust this, by the way. It's just very wet. This might be it, actually. I don't quite know.
Okay, do we need to pack all?
Honestly, we might have to pack all this section here. This is the tilted chasm, folks. I feel like my pants are falling down, so if you see any ass crack, then my apologies. How's it going?
Good. Trying to edge ourselves. Okay, I'll start following you.
Yeah, it's not that difficult once you have that little bit. We also took a wrong turn going over kind of rock outcrop when we should have gone round. And the folks behind us saved us, yelled at us that we were going the wrong way. So otherwise we would have ended up down there at Lake Ganymede. And bit of a mess. It's cloudy. We're past the tilted chasm. We've got, I think, one more tricky section coming up that's quite exposed.
Let's go!
Second hardest day, definitely.
It felt worse today, mostly because it rained and it made everything muddy and very slippery.
We wrestled with the mud a lot.
There's a lot of mud, there's a lot of up and downs, a lot of tree roots.
Yeah.
Some tricky kind of rocky climbs and
Quite
descents.
slippery in this section.
It's very wet today.
But they're kind of like doable because there aren't big drop-offs where you need to pack all.
Hey guys, we've just cleared the dragon. Some folks who we camped with told us, we may be about 1.3 kilometers in, but we've cleared the dragon. You can see it kind of behind us. Down there is Lake Ganymede. There's lots of fog and stuff. You can't really see anything. And we're now entering into a section we call the bumps.
Yeah. Let's go!
Go.
We're about 4 hours in on the bumps. This is where we came from, and this is where we're going. It's very up and down and up and down. It's very muddy, kind of slippery, and steep climbs and steep descents.
It's been raining like this all day, kind of just like, I'd call it spitting. That's annoying and it makes everything wet, but it's not like driving rain in your face or anything, so it's something to be grateful for. One really dodgy section, very exposed, kind of slanted cliff face. I went across and then threw a rope and kind of she made it with.
I was gonna die.
Oh, she was okay, but you know, just gotta, yeah, bit of a dodgy section that. Hey guys, we're on the bumps. I'm not quite certain if we're coming off it and that's Mount Taurus or if that's another bump. Regardless, down there somewhere is Lake Jupiter, pretty bad conditions. Yeah. Hopefully this rain doesn't pick up. It's just been constant like light spray, drizzle
the bumps
all day.
Never ended. We're on Mount Taurus.
About half an hour after the last thing. Pretty certain we're on Mount Taurus just because the trail seems to go over the bloody summit. So up there, young lady with me. She's bent, but she's not broken. She conquered the dragon. She gave it a tickle on the way off.
Hey guys, we're on Mount Taurus and we are going to head down to our next campsite to Lake Haven. It is pouring rain. I was so grumpy about 15 minutes ago, but now that I have food, I feel amazing.
Oh my gosh, what a change. Yeah, so from our last check-in, we've basically found Mount Taurus. I'm 99% certain this is Mount Taurus. Like, we're literally big fuck off hill, and the map has us going right to the summit. This trail has gone right to the fucking summit. So, yeah. Can't see shit on the final section. Descending Mount Taurus, gonna send into fucking cloud. Yeah. Wish us luck. We will check back in sometime on the descent. Unfortunately, we haven't seen any lakes today.
Okay, let's go.
Rope to the bag, so
to pack core.
Yeah, kind of like a narrow chute. So you
like
know,
a crack in,
I don't know, like maybe some mountain goats could take their bags down there, but not for us. So we lowered or kind of threw our bags down more than anything else. And then we worked our way down. So like this is what's been slowing us down, like because we've just been trying to be really safe. So that probably took us a good 20 minutes to get down there. It is marked by a blue ribbon. So if you see a blue ribbon at that, like around a tree, like you have to go down. You can't.
It doesn't look like a trail. It looks like it looks like a cliff edge and a tree and a random blue ribbon on that tree.
I literally looked at it and I was like, someone's put a ribbon there to tell us not to go. But after exploring, the alternative options, I realized, yes, you have to go. We're on some kind of boardwalk that they put in. So this tells me we're very close to Lake Haven, which is great.
Yeah, I got really happy about seeing that.
Yeah.
Guys, we've just seen Lake Haven and then I screamed and then we walked down. It's pretty easy trail here. David's collecting some water and then we're just going to go up this way and our campsite is like, I don't know, 10 minutes away. Yeah. Happy dog, we arrived.
That's my birthday.
Happy birthday to you.
It actually is,
Happy birthday.
Shocking.
To
what a way
you.
to spend your birthday by literally spending like 8 hours or something stupid, like hiking in the Western Arctic. I don't know what we're thinking. I don't know what I'm thinking for signing up to this. I blame her.
Hello. We got to Lake Haven at 3:45. We've hiked for 8 hours today. And we cooked, we set up the camp, and now we're here.
Yeah, not a large campsite here. There's only 5 platforms and we're sharing one, so a little bit squeezed.
Hey guys, day 6 on the trail, day 5 of hiking. We are in Lake Haven. I'm here to collect some water from the river. It's very, very beautiful, and we are so lucky that the sky is finally blue. But I am freezing. Really, really cold because everything is soaked.
Haven Lake, campsite just down there. We've just left it about 10-15 minutes ago. Steep climb out of this nice little bowl. You can see there's a young lady. Right, a bit of sun. Right, unfortunately, apparently we've got rain coming, so we're just going to make the most of this weather while it is.
Rain coming at 9 a.m.
Rain coming at 9 a.m.
And stopping at 9 p.m.
Yeah, so hopefully the forecast is wrong like yesterday. There's a cliff, yep.
Hey guys, I think we're about an hour in, maybe hour 15. We've just climbed up a steep section and the views here are gorgeous. We're so lucky to get the sun, maybe a little bit of the sun.
And we just came from back down here. Coming around. This is the way we're kind of going. We'll be going down Kappa Moraine, but got to get to Mount Scorpio first. Going around there, there's a young lady. Yeah, I want to get down off this mountain. That's Promontory Lake. At least I'm 99% certain it's Promontory Lake. Hopefully it is. Down there, 99% certain that's Lake Serona. Anyway, no idea where we are, but you know, next camp's on the trail and we're on the trail, so you're going to keep following it.
Let's go.
Just some trail conditions here actually as we walk along. This is a very easy spot. Don't take this as typical, but yeah, that's the Western Arthurs where we've come from. That's Lake Mimis down over there, and then we're headed along here and down across there. I believe that might be Lake Mars. Lake Serona just behind us, a little small one. Just come down, you know, a reasonably challenging descent. We had to lower the packs right at the top. You can't see the section here where we had to lower the packs, but then we're able to come down the rest. Okay, a little bit of rock scrambling. Headed up that way. We're about 40% of the way to Kappa Moraine.
We found Mount Scorpio. It's very windy around here. We have to climb up this way, which is quite steep.
Yeah, I believe that's Mount Scorpio behind Doa's Head. It's impressive. We've come all that way there. Then we had to circle that mountain, come around, follow the ridge line around there, come up here. Lovely view, a little bit of wind.
I must say the trail conditions are so much better than yesterday.
Mount Scorpio is behind us. Clouds come in. Doesn't feel like it's raining, but you know, obviously visibility has dropped to fuck all. Right now we're kind of at the start. I would call it the start of Kappa Moraine. You can kind of see down here. It's pretty steep for maybe 50 meters or so. Here comes young lady.
Hey.
Back. Ladies and gentlemen, get ready for some pro hiker action. Doa lowered her pack to me. What's this technique called? It's called the bumming technique. It's kind of where you sit on your ass and you just like slide down.
Yeah.
Do you need any help?
I think I can step over there. Hopefully I can.
Okay, you're about 1.5 meters off the ground, so.
Oh shit. Okay, I'm gonna have to turn around.
Yeah, turn around for the section. Okay. Okay, bumming didn't work. Unfortunately, I have to put away the camera. Doa's gonna just come down. I'm just kind of gonna grab her and lift her down. So, for those who've been waiting with bated breath, it worked. I kind of just like grabbed her ass and supported her on the way down. Sometimes it works. Anyway, hey, the weather's now cleared up, so that is where we are going. Kappa Moraine, here we come. Just descending. Turn off is down there, so Kappa Moraine to the left, the full traverse to the right. Over there in the distance, that's Lake Promontory. And then we have Lake Juno, and you can just see across to the right, that's Lake Vesta. Weather's holding. I love it. Let's continue.
Woohoo! We're descending Kappa Moraine!
I don't know, maybe 70% of the way down Kappa Moraine, maybe a little bit more. Hard to say. Been pretty easy going since our last videos.
It's flattened out quite a bit. It's no longer steep descents and steep ascents.
And there's young lady, there's Doa.
Hey guys, we stopped here, that little rock, for lunch. We stopped about like 10 minutes or something, and then it just started raining on us. It's not too heavy, it's just a bit of a drizzle. And the trail conditions are pretty good, so we don't know how far we are, but we know that it's flat land. And then honestly just drive to Hobart. We don't have to have a place to stay tonight, but I'm sure we can find some motel that'll take two desperate tired hikers. So guys, we left the flat section, went into the forest, like we came to some camp sort of area. We are seeing someone's food drop, And we have to cross this river.
It is like boot deep, but still, you know, might get our boots wet, let's say. Here, there's kind of foothold here on the branch. You need to go down.
Yeah.
I'll give it a go.
Okay.
Might just be a little bit slippery, so I'll be careful.
Yeah.
My boots are getting wet no matter what, unfortunately.
Yeah, it's fine.
Yep.
The trail is the same everywhere.
This is basically it.
Flat, slight ups and downs.
Yeah, there's the mighty Arthurs. Yeah, you know, I think you can see the dragon bumps up there that tormented us a few days ago. But yeah, like this is literally the trail.
Best day on the Western Office traverse.
I know, right? Yeah, so we just entered into a little green patch. You can kind of get the gist of it. A little bit of mud, not much. Looks like one of the obvious ways across is a nice log across this little creek. Lots of kind of flat tundra like we showed before, but periodically we'll kind of cross these little rainforest areas that can be quite rooty and also quite muddy.
Lots of flies.
Oh yeah, lots of flies. I mean, no, not really any difficult. We've been in and out of some bush and, you know, just varied country, nothing very interesting to talk about, but
we paced very fast.
yeah, we've been going very fast. I just wanted to show the Western Arthurs while the sun was kind of out. Not the best view, a little bit of cloud, but wow, look at that. Over there, Alpha Moraine, we started over there. Then over 4 days, we pretty much went up and down all those peaks, all the way over there. Damn. Let's see. That was calf is sore. Yeah, we're getting a little bit beaten up.
Bye. Oh my god, we have arrived. After hours
we've arrived at the junction
of doing the same thing, going up and down and up and down.
Look.
McKay's
track. Kudos, nice track. A little bit boring.
Boring.
Arthur's over there.
I thought it would never end. It's so repetitive.
It's very long. Let's go. We might do another update.
We're gonna take half an hour break, have dinner.
We're gonna have dinner and then we're gonna push on. Hey guys,
we're on the home stretch.
Port Davey track back to Scott's Peak. Not sure how far we are along. Some gorgeous kind of sunset views. We've got our headlamps and everything ready, though I think we've got a good half an hour, 45 minutes of actually walking light left. Ladies and gentlemen, we are at the finish. You probably can't see anything, but we're at the walkers registration. Right, at Scott's Peak. We just pushed hard. I don't know what time it is, but it's dark as you can see.
We're gonna 26 kilometers today.
Damn big effort. I'm very proud of you, young lady.
I'm so happy.
Oh my gosh.
Back at the Jeep, it is 9:38 at the moment, so we probably walked for about 3 hours from Junction Creek. We're finally here. We're really sore. We're really tired, but we did it. I'm so proud of us.